Hotep, my brothers and sisters. This is Prince Khalifa. I give honor to my Creator and to my ancestors by virtue of this message. Guide and direct my voice so that those who hear will listen. We are chained psychologically and economically, bounded by shame and guilt. We have fed all others on the breast of our mother's milk, while ours have grown of malnutrition and loss. We must eat our culture, our history, and our traditions, for they lead us, guide us, and bind us to freedom. Africans, mighty ones, we were created by God to be supermen and women. We were made into mortals by our captors. We are becoming again what God intended us to be. Africans, geniuses, gods of the earth, in sync with the universe. Since the beginning of time, Africans have been doing the impossible, using mind over matter, spirit over mind, tapping into the divine, so that now is the time of this day in mind to discuss our rise, which will free all African minds, allowing the divine to shine, the divine to shine, the divine to shine. I have studied my culture, my history, and my land, because I know that in order to overcome my enemies outside, I must overcome the one that resides on the inside. For how can I see to help my sisters and brothers be free if I can't see for my own inner enemy? Physician, heal thyself. Heal thyself. Heal thyself.
What are we, Africans? What are Africans? Geniuses. You put pyramids with a mind.
who I am, and I know who you are. I am not alarmed when I see my brothers and sisters willing, stilling, dealing, killing and killing. People looking just like them. Cause I know
We about to
the
go
niggas
live.
and Africans.
Come on in. Family, you know you need to be over on Gye-Nyame. Get on over there. Got our store over and all that. Come on over, cause y'all know we going straight to Gye-Nyame. Man, Africans are geniuses. Been up here. I ain't did nothing. I've been out here the last 2 hours. I had to do folk tales for grown folks. I'm starting that again. I did.
Niggas were made to meet the needs
Proverb of the
for
day.
slaves. It's an economic thing, you must
Had to do the write up
understand.
for the gum road.
But now that the job is done, it's
Also,
up
I
to
gotta
us
do
to
another
stop
write-up
what the
because I'm
slave
about
master
to
has
do a
begun.
major.
For bondage is in our
Uh-huh.
minds and controls how we see with our own eyes.
Gye-Nyame.
So blame not your sister and brothers. Instead, love unconditionally one another. For this is the medicine
Make sure you
that
like
will
and
heal
share.
and bind us together, because it is up to us if we're going to get any better. Africans are created in the image of the Creator, arriving here whole and complete, in sync with the universe, and one with the natural forces of the earth. Truth, justice, righteousness, balance, and order are always in effect, and when you know who you are, you will regurgitate the rest. We can never be separated from the Creator. That's a lie at best. So hear the truth. Let go the rest. Africans were created and niggas were made.
We're gonna let this play all the way out.
Africans were created and niggas were made.
Go ahead, girl.
Psalms 82 verse 5 and 6.
What?
They know not,
Neither do they
neither
understand.
do they understand.
They walk on in darkness.
They walk about in darkness.
All the
All the
foundations.
foundations of the earth are out of course.
I have said,
I have said, you are gods, and all of you are the children
of the Most High.
of the Most High. God. Hotep.
Oh, it's time for us to get busy. It's time for the show to start. It's time for Oh, it's time to
Grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock.
Man!
Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath. Take it.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass
Lift your pitcher of that water.
or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars.
Gye-Nyame.
Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on. Pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. All right, family. Welcome, 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 welcome. Guess my daughters want to show off there. All right, this is a fidget craze going on. So now they have a fidget purse, and they wanted to show it. This is Sasha's. Let me see yours, Gina. So yours look like it's a deer.
And mine is a bunny.
And yours is a bunny. Okay. Those are nice. I'm glad y'all. You know there's a lot of kids that's doing this poppet thing. Right? I had to, I had to tell the truth to some of the kids I was working with about the poppets. But anyway, but they help the kids, not everybody's stressed. So I got kids, they got pads that fill their whole desk. And I'm sitting up here like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you really feel it. You really feeling the pressure. Michelle, they are too cute. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Man, so, but anyway, let's go and we're going to do what we need to do here. I got my watch. Family, we are about to go on and do what we need to do. But first, I need to let you know you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hot Tim, and of course you know this is the Daily Toast, but of course we are on Kuumba, and want to give all the Kuumba babes a round of applause. Kuumba Toast, and it's a Heart of a Simba production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. All right, so now, keeping my part of the deal, because Anime said she would only do the sound effects if I made sure that I regularly big up Baynu Health. Baynu Health has their own CMOS family. They are pushing their CMOS. Baynu Health in an internet site near you. Organic, tribe-based CMOS. That is Baynu right there on the cover. He's a phoenix. Yes, he is. Nice picture of him. Looks almost exactly just like him. But anyway, also, Also, we want to send shouts out to Michelle Mayberry. Now, Michelle, unfortunately, we got our own platform. We're going to be moving over there in a couple of minutes. So type in, let me just go and put it up here for you. Be sure to go to gnj.media, gnj.media, because that is where we will be. But thank you for the like. So check it out. Now, also, we want to send shouts out to our other sponsors. We have Little Booties Matter. Can be found at littlebootiesmatterohio.com. They are a lingerie company created by petite women for petite women. In advertisements, they advertise themselves as fun-sized women. And here at Gye-Nyame Journey, we are in full support of them. And they are in full support of us. So we want to make sure we send out their shots. We also have Blossom 7 Creations. I don't got my bees on this morning, and I'm not going this afternoon. You know what I'm saying? The day went so damn fast. It's ridiculous. It must be some type of magic spell on days that are not work-related. Because work-related days be moving slow as hell. Right? Work-related video days be working slow as hell. Wow, we got somebody from somewhere. I need a translator. Shouts out to whoever that is on YouTube. I don't know what he put up there, but that's a whole lot of characters there. All right, but anyway, this is Blossom 7 Creations. She create not only bees, but she created an array of things. You can look on there. Her email address is on there too. I'm going to put it up there. Come on, camera. Don't you let me down. There we go. Blossom7creation.com. Actuating elegance. Contact her at blossom7creations.com. Now, family, the rant of the day is going to be, let's talk about Kuumba. Because we're going to keep it with the thing. Japanese, do you speak Japanese? No, I don't speak Japanese. But anyway, we'll keep it moving, But like I said, I guess I'm a fast learner. All right, if y'all bring me over to Japan, you know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure I can learn. Well, anyway, but family, let's keep it moving. We are going to do our rant, and then we're going to move directly into our toast. Then I'm going to let y'all go because I know it's football season, and a lot of y'all got y'all games that y'all want to watch. I know Ohio State might be playing right now. I'm quite sure the game is almost over. But, like I said, I got caught up. So earlier today, I said, well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do some stuff and get it out the way so I can do my show. I should be on air by 10:30. So the bank opened at 9. I got at the bank good and early. And on my way out, my wife said, can you stop and get some eggs? All right. So I stop. I get the eggs. And I'm also up in there. I'm seeing other stuff. So I'm grabbing stuff. And then I forgot that we had a Gye-Nyame meeting. You know what I'm saying? Try meeting today. Right? And I'm saying, oh, man. Okay. So the try meeting started exactly at 10. I said, oh, okay. So that meeting went on. And then I came in the house, and my daughters was watching Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the very first Harry Potter one. So I sat down, and I started watching with them, and I fell asleep and opened my eyes, and they was gone. Like, wow, I sat down and watched with them, right? So then I come downstairs, and the process for me to prepare now, because I don't have the time restraints on the weekends, so I started preparing to do this show at 4 p.m. It's 6:30, right? I started preparing, right? Doing the doing the write-ups because I got to send out the emails to the Gumroad fam. Getting the post ready for to be posted up on all of our platforms. Getting getting the photos together, choosing the photos and going through and creating the flyers. All this takes time, right? You know, so I'm sitting up here like, yo, I'm trying to make sure that I bring the people that give Gye-Nyame time. I want to bring you quality. I want to bring you as much quality as I possibly can, just to let you know that I appreciate you and appreciate what y'all doing. And on top of that, I got other stuff that I'm working on because right now, the piece that I want to get out the way, which I really don't have to get out the way because I want it. Actually, I might say this for next week because on Kuji Changalia, we have a mindset meeting. So I think I might make that my goal for the next 7 days, right? Because I wanted to send out. I already got the letter written, but I want to refine it a little bit and send it out, right? Send it out to all of our supporters. Send it out on our. Send it out on to all of our platforms. Send it out, inbox people. You know what I'm saying? Text. So I'm doing a whole piece. I want to at least reach out to about between 300 and 500 people, because the goal is to raise. You know what I'm saying? In order to do all this, we have to raise money, right? So so I'm trying to get supporters for Gye-Nyame Journey Media. So that because like I said, we do a pretty good job, and so I'm also trying to help other people with some of the shows. I just had 2 of my daughters said they would do a show for me. You know what I'm saying? Actually, they doing it just like Navita. They say we'll do a show with you. I said, well, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I don't need me, but okay, I'll do a show. Do a show with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do the show with Blunt Talk, and also, I had a brother reach out to me to say he wanted to do a show for Gye-Nyame for, he wanted to do a shouts out to Miss Monica. Hello back to you as well. He wanted to do a show, a sports show for Gye-Nyame. You know what I'm saying? Focusing specifically on sports. I'm like, I don't know anything about that. And he's not that shy, so I'm going to be able to work some stuff out with him to get him up here to be throwing some stuff out. But anyway, let's go on. We're going to get to our rant. Family, if you are not on GNJ.media, please go over to GNJ.media. Once again, the letters, I'm going to type it out on our other platforms, G.media. Come on over and help support us. You know what I'm saying? Come over there. Sign up. Get on the email list, so regardless of where you are, email is going to hit you. So whether you're in Japan or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I know we stream at different times, but you can check it out, or you can check out the podcast, because we podcast on Spreaker as well. And shit, actually, out of all the stuff we doing, we're making more headway with the podcast than anything. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Brother Kwame said, great Kuumba fam, make it a superlative, consult Baba, Tony, and Mama Aziza about the Japanese. You right. Japanese, do you speak Japanese? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa back to you. I think that means hello. But anyway, here we go. I'm about to click off, and we're going to go over, and we're going to set up, and we're going to start our show. We're going to really, really get into the show. But hold on, let me do something over here real quick. Wow, there you go. Those over here, if you want to support, help us build a powerful media platform, go to gnjmedia.support. That's gnjmedia.support. Like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube, like us on whatever you are. But also, come on over to gnj.media and join us. All right, let me go and click them off. Do 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 do. It's just us, family. We are here. Let's go and set these watches. We're going to set these watches. Because y'all know, I only got 10 minutes to rant. So, we are going to go and we are going to get get it started. So if we could, Anime, can I have that war horn? Starting to watch. We have exactly 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go on and get out what is burning me up. Family, we are going to talk about Kuumba today. We are on Kuumba. And damn, it seems like just yesterday we just started, right? We made it through. Time zoomed by, and we have made it to Kuumba. And Kuumba, for those that don't know, is creativity, right? So we're gonna open up our book. This is the Warriors Handbook for Life's Journey. You can get this on once you become like I said, I'll be advertising it, and I'll post up the link for those that might be interested in the Warriors Handbook for Life's Journey. You can also find the actual hardback, the actual book. You can find it on what is it called? Amazon. It's available on Amazon, but you also could support us if you go to Gye-Nyame media.support. You know what I'm saying? It'll pop up. The books will pop up on there as well. And like I said, that's another way that you can support what we do over here at Gye-Nyame Journey. But we are on Kuumba. Kuumba is, and the day is Kuumba, right? So we cover each one with the day. So here we go. Kuumba, creativity. To do always as much as we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. Now, so we must do as much as we can in order to leave what we get from our community. We must leave it better. We must leave it beautiful. See, because beauty inspires, right? Inspiration causes more creativity. The more creativity we have in our community, the more growth we are able to do. You understand what I'm saying? Kuumba is a principle that pushes growth. Why? Because it requires in many cases sometimes new things. I ain't gonna say sometimes. It requires new things, right? It creates new things and requires new things to spark new thoughts. Kuumba is a powerful principle. But let's go on over to our write-up from Gye-Nyame Journey. Now, one of the things that I did in my rush to write was that in the later chapters, I didn't cover the part of the body that the principle covers. So, unity is a point up here, right? Chakra up here. Kujichaglia controls right here in between the eyes. Ujima controls the throat chakra, right? Ujima controls the heart chakra, right? Y'all got it? Now, we move down to Ujima controls the heart. Then we have the heart. Oh, solar plexus is controlled by Nia, right? Solar plexus, the brain of the body. For those that took the martial arts, if you hit somebody, you get somebody good here, you'll shut down that whole body, right? So now we are on Kuumba. Kuumba, we call it the Kuumba spot. It is the 3 fingers. It's about 2 fingers below your belly button. We call it the Kuumba spot. All right? So that's where that spot is on the body. So take 2 fingers, 2 fingers below your belly button is where the Kuumba spot is. Now, Kuumba, the color is orange, as you can tell by my shirt. You go, shameless plug, go to merch.gnj.media and you can support us and you get a shirt. Get your day shirt. Element is earth. Number is 6. Day is today. I don't want to say it because people are going to want me to do push-ups. Also, on here we have Hermetic law. The Hermetic principle for Kuumba is order. It lines up with it. And cause and effect is the Hermetic law. The names for it, of course, is Kwame and Ama. This principle speaks of our very nature. We are created to create. We are here to create. The only question is, what is blocking your creativity? If Kuumba is in us, then why do we refuse to unleash this power in the world? I see a lot of products being produced. I see clever rappings. I hear somewhat impressive music, but it is not creative. A majority of what I see in the world today is a variation of a creative idea from years ago. Kuumba, where have you gone? Come back into our lives and the world. Help us create our freedom and prosperity rather than in begging to receive it from the uncreative powers that be. To create, to practice Kuumba is one of the highest forms of worship. When we create, we pull on that divine spark within ourselves. Now, let me go back to that. To create, to practice Kuumba is one of the highest forms of worship. I don't know if they heard me, man. I don't know if y'all hear me. When we create, we pull on that divine spark within ourselves. By pulling on the divine spark within us, we show our appreciation for life. Today, take the time to release your Kuumba and practice the highest form of worship for your Creator. Use the symbolic tools above to help you plug into this powerful force. Kuumba. Man, listen. So now we're going to go and we're going to pull from the African openings to the tree of life. We're going to pull on the Kuumba principle. It has much of the same information, but it has a proverb. And the proverb that goes with creation is laws of creation work by the conservation, or my fault, the laws of creation work by the conversion of energy. The law of creation work by the conversion of energy. We create when we convert. You know what I'm saying? We conversion of it. We change one thing into another. Our idea is sparked by being able to see something, and we are able to take it and move and build something from that. Right? The Kuumba principle is the principle that will move us not only towards freedom, but it will move us towards having what we call that economic life. In our community, we don't have an economic life. We allow other people to harness the resource of our Kuumba. Other people are mining our community for our most creative members and taking them out. Or better yet, mining our community for creative members, because I ain't even going to say the most creative, because I have always believed that the world never really sees the absolute best that we have to present. They see who they got. You understand what I'm saying? And that this principle flows through us in such a way that if you have a modicum of talent, right, in our group, you know what I'm saying, that is head and shoulders above everybody else. So you look good, but the actual fact is that the best has not been pulled out. And what we have to start doing is start taking that best and start using that best to start creating ideas, creating mechanisms, creating things that others desire and want, and be able to offer it so that we can start building our economic life, not giving it away. See, the biggest gold mine, the biggest resource we have is our creativity. Whether we're singing, dancing, or we're coming up with some new device that make life easier, or some new device that can create energy, or some new device that could do something. We have the ability to do that, but we are not harnessing that. We have our children locked up in these institutions for 8 hours a day, and we're not really exposing them to who they are and what they can do. And because we're not doing that, we're not getting our young people into the vein of being able to create new things. They are what they're doing. They're imitating the old. So, family, that is the rant for the day. I'm over. I'm at 10 minutes, so I'm going to go stop. I'm going to sound the war horn. And also, we're going to do what we do in Gye-Nyame, and I'm going to say this. Class dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. All right, now, I need to do something real quick. So, if you could, bear with me for a minute. I shall return. Oh, my God. All right, turn that off. Cool. Turned it off. All right, let's do this. Boom.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute.
Hour by hour.
Hour by hour.
You lose your history.
You lose your history.
You lose your power.
You lose your power.
Minute by minute.
Minute by minute.
Hour by hour.
Hour by hour.
You lose your faith.
You lose your faith.
You lose your power.
You lose your power.
If it is to be,
If it is to be,
it's up to me.
it's up to me.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about myself.
I feel good about the people around me.
I feel good about the people around
I
me.
feel goodness all around me.
I feel goodness all around me.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
And it will follow me for the rest of my life.
Cause I walk with good.
Cause I walk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I talk with good.
And I am good.
And I am good.
And that feels real good.
And that feels real good.
Good, better, best.
Good, better, best.
Never let it rest.
Never let it rest.
Until your good is your better.
Your good is your better.
And your better is your best.
And your better is your best.
Black people.
Black people.
You were once great.
You were once great.
You shall be great again.
You shall be great again.
Lose not faith.
Lose not faith.
Lose not courage.
Lose not courage.
Go forward.
Go forward.
Uplift the race.
Uplift the race.
Harambe.
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 I'd like to call on the ancestors and the Creator to watch over us as
Let's
we
get
do
on
this
with it.
African pledge.
Let's get on with it.
I pledge allegiance to my people,
I pledge allegiance to my people.
the African race,
The African race.
the original man and woman of the planet Earth,
The original man and woman of the planet Earth.
the
Boom.
founders of civilization.
I am back, family. Excuse me. It's been a long, well, it ain't really been, it's been a quick day. So everything's moved so fast for me. So let's go and let's get this toast up. Let's lift up these ancestors, family, as we do on a daily basis over here at Gye-Nyame Journey Media. That's what we do. Actually, it's almost like I live to do it because my family be clowning me like, yeah, you don't do nothing but be down there cussing and talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself. You know, well, I mean, shit, I'm a good audience. I'm a very good audience. So, for those that want to get their ancestors on the list, you can do so. You can do so. It's very simple. All you have to do is just, if you are on the email list, and most people that's listening right now, you should be on the email list. You should have already joined Gye-Nyame.media, right? You should Gye-Nyame.media. When you go there, you should already been in there. So what you need to do is the best way for you to do it is for you to go when I send the email out and you get the email to let you know that we're toasting. All you have to do is just push reply and say, Brother Hatim, I want to add my uncle such and such or my aunt such and such to the list. Here is my list, Brother Hatim. We got name 1, name 2, name 3, name 4. Brother Hatim, I want to add a new name to the list. This is brother or sister such and such. Now, for those of you who are listening on Spreaker, those of you that are listening to the rebroadcast that happens usually Umoja through Nia at 12 noon. You know what I'm saying? We start about 12 noon. So if you're listening through there, you could go and post it up on whatever platform you are on. And when I get the signal that I got a message, I will go there and check it. And in checking that message, I will. It will be my pleasure. Matter of fact, let me say it right. It will be my honor to add your ancestors to the list. I just ask everybody to be mindful of the fact that we have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know how long the list is now. Those that are not new, you know how long the list is now. So I want you to be mindful of the fact that you are not the only one that is possibly putting up your ancestors to be toasted. So do so, and let's get it, right? So let's get to this toast. See, one day I won't be down here by myself, so I won't have to be stalling like I'm stalling and all that. You know, I have people, you know, like I said, I teach some young people that had an ambrosia ready. I have some young people, you know what I'm saying, or some old people, some people that just work, and I can just, you know, here, make sure this works right. You know what I'm saying? Here, create this, you know, we got the show tomorrow. We're going to be talking about such and such. Can you create the thumbnail for the show? You know what I'm saying? The write-up, you know what I'm saying? I need somebody for the write-up, and we also need to make sure we got this e-newsletter going out on a regular basis, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Just building it up, because family, what we want to bring you, we want to be the ones to bring you some entertainment, but we also want to bring you some information that will help your life, as well as continue toasting the ancestors, continue building up a ritual that is empowering our community. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to cut it. We got to cut it just a little bit. So we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to first salute our ancestors. We're going to salute our ancestors. No, my fault. We're going to toast our creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. Because remember, Kuumba is the highest form of creativity. Sometimes I'll be reading shit. I said, I did not write that. I think next week, I'm going to try to go through the Players Pyramid. We're going to read a little bit of the Players Pyramid next week. It's going to take a little bit longer because it's although it's based on the 7 principles, we have something that we cover on a daily basis. So I'm going to go through for the next however long it takes. We're going to go through the Players Pyramid. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it in 10-minute chunks. 10-minute chunks. And we're going to look at the Players Pyramid, and we're going to learn the magic of the Nguzo Saba. All right? That's cool? That's cool? So I'm going to call it the magic of the Nguzo Saba, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, and how many ever more parts we need, right? Because we're going to go back through the Nguzo Saba, but we're going to go through it in the proper format, right? So that you can actually use the power of the Nguzo Saba to build what it is that you need to build your tribe, to build your family, to build yourself. Okay? So we toast the creator and Anime, what's going on over there? Alright, woman, get it together. I did my part. Y'all see, women be changing the deals in the middle. We ain't even complete the damn transaction. She already slipping. Goddamn. Anime? You know what I'm saying? We just can't get right. But anyway. Alright, so next we move on. What are we moving to, brother? I tell you, it's a very simple move, very quick move. We're moving and we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to salute our personal ancestors. And I'm going to go as far as I can by memory. Right? And I think what I'm doing, I'm gonna talk to Gye-Nyame about this, because, you know, I think we're going to select days where we read the names. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Here we go. We got Miles Brown, Ms. Zan, Robert Tex, Andy Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Chris, Pendergast, and Eileen, Uncle Chris, Alfie, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamal Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, Jeff Allard, Montague Pimpernel, excuse me, Montague Pimpernel, No More X, Pet Ma, Rob Malik Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dix, Tony Clark, Paz Yusuf, Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Rothrow, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling Luce, Right there, Gary Pulling, Lester Bella, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley, C., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Lon Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kill Smith, Walter Smith, Fred Fred Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana, Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sheila Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weather, Vita Farmer, Ango Sassu, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, William. Damn, where am I at? I totally lost my space. I am just going to, no, this is, I'm over here. I am going to just start at Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kennedy Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldell Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Ninja Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weather, Vita Farmer, Ango Sassu, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Murray Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Perch Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Gerald Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hedda Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Banks, Jermaine Moss, Afia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urena Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Danny Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, May Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Andy Vester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Marchinier, Dom Ted Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brendan Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Downell, Alice Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Lee Monage, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan, William Walter West, Angela Perez, Elder Basiji, Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Anders Bostic, and the Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, and Emma Hodge, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradling, Kevin Spradling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ada Candy, Janice Carter, Mike Carter, Leon Peter Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Member Sr., Sam Member Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Debs, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Carter Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingles, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingles, R.G. Finch, William Bennesley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parson, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy, who got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stage Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paul Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., McClellan, Jerry Doyle, Mina Rosser, Mary Nickel, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Don Hill, Richard Levis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Morgan Armstead, Don Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Adam McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Addis Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball, Bradley, Hatch Senior, Matt, oh Lord. Where we at? We are Baker. No, we are up here. Tubman Cates, Harriet Tubman Cates, Mr. Sturge, Sonny Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Annie No Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Madeline Miller, Ozzy Hatch, Dak Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Sons, Dorita Ross, Rilla Ross, Robin Nelson, Prince Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. He is Senior, Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Little Green, Ed Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Lower Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton, Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Robert Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee, Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNeil, Lord Fernandez, Jacqueline Brothers, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Corporate, George Swan, Imani Grace, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as John Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair and Elder Fatima McNair. We got Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Stina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady Abraham, Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Rose Wiggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Nance Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quay Sample, Kenneth Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sadi Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Cassandra Leonard Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie Webb. Oh man, Fannie Webb. Whose relative is Fannie Webb? Somebody out there. Oh, Fannie L. Webb. Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Cornwall, Elijah Hakeem and Cornwall, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Cream Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Leslie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamal Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Nella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Gisela Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, Frank Murrow, Charles, see I did it again, Frank Murrow, Charles A. Young, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, David Julie Lawrence, Ozell Leonard Sr., Gladys Cofer, Ozell Leonard Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tuta Don, Sam Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florence Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko Dinas, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaFonda Kincaid, Carlos Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Bewlett, Papa Al Reese, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona Yolanda Honey, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Nina Kate, Herman Reeves, got Pam Johnson, Ben Reed Fisher, Jerry Johnson McCallum, also known as Mom Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Albert, Donna Brooks, Barbara Moses, Otis Spade, Eric Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevenson Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Nina Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James and Amanda Baldwin, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson, Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak. Now, that brother was a jazz musician playing in the free jazz style. I didn't know he was as famous as he was. Are you serious? Did y'all? Oh my God. Spiders, why am I being plagued by these bugs? I let y'all live, spiders, so that y'all can handle this. Vivian Johnson, B.J. Jones, Abishel Robledo Monterosa, Chat Word, Mama Rahani, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, Renoko Rashidi family. We lift up our glass. We salute each and every last one of our ancestors, and we have done it again. Although we are later than we are usually late, because we late usually, but God, Lord knows, we late as all get out today. We lift up our glass. We say Ashe. From their family, we lift up our glass. We salute We move fast and we move rapidly, and we build up momentum as we move, and we toast the present moment. Right now, in this moment, family, we just got done talking about Kuumba, so I don't need to go through all that. Family, we are lifting up our glass to this moment, to the power of this moment. Now, I'm asking you to open up your reticular formation and find Kuumba in this moment, because this is day and it's time. You should already did it. Those of you that's already plugged in, you should have already found some Kuumba. Talk about it. Share it. Right? Put bones on the culture. Put meat on the bones of the culture. We lift up our glass and we salute the present moment, the power of the moment, and we recognize our responsibility in this moment. And we say, Ashe. From there, it's so simple. We move to the future, into the temple. We lift our glass up to our children's children, on to infinity, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, move to all of our relations, and we raise our glass high, and we salute all of our relations, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, simple. You ready? All right, we're going to move from there, right? We're going to move from all of our relations to that special toast. We're gonna lift up our glass for that special toast. Come on now, what is it? What is it? What special cause you got out there that you want to toast? What special person? However you want to do it. Then also we want to send out a toast to all of our friends, our family, and our friends, family, and tribe. Extended family, extended tribe. We want to send up our glass. We'll lift it up. We want to send them out that balanced, healing energy. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move rapidly and we move straight into that selfish toast. This is about you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards the better you? We lift up our glass. Come on now. Ashe. From there, family, move to our tribe. We lift up our glass and we raise it high. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. Say your tribe. If you don't have one, you need to build one, right? If not, if you need to learn how to do that, we can help you. We lift up our glass. You better check out that free e-course while it's still free. Lifting up our glass, we say, Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, most uplifting, most inspiring, the wisest individual in the room. Lifting my glass up to you. And with that, we say, Ashe. 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 Family, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. All right. I ain't been tracking too much news because like I said, it's been busy as hell over at the adventure. And then, on top of that, I've been trying to learn this new software. But one thing that I did see yesterday that kind of pissed me off was that Marvel has this new show. For those of us that's been reading comics, it's an old show, and it was really one of my favorite comic books. I remember when they covered Kovac, when Kovac became the most powerful being in the universe. That shit blew my mind. I said, ooh, I love What If. So, Marvel got this concept called What If, and basically it is a look into the parallel universes. It is based on the whole idea that at each major decision is a branch or branches that are formed from those decisions. So if you have a yes or no choice, right? It's in one reality you said yes, in another reality you said no. So what, you know what I'm saying? So what this What If does, it looks at the alternate realities. It looks at the alternate choices and what direction the choice could have went in. And this one that was on this week was called What If Killmonger Saved Tony Stark? So the whole piece is that bothers me because they did it with Killmonger in the movie already. So now they really stressing it, that those of us that are conscious and those of us that are aware of what was going on, what America has been putting us through, in our wokeness, we are, I guess they're kind of right, constantly scheming, looking for plans, trying to find ways to infiltrate so that we can go on and start dominating. but they make it look so evil. But I guess I might be looking at, because really I like, I like this shit, but I'm like, why is these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Because and what's crazy is that Killmonger killed Rhodey. For those that are Iron Man fans, he became, because Killmonger saved Tony Stark, there was never Iron Man in this reality. You know what I'm saying? So Killmonger also killed Rhodey, who became War Machine, right? And Rhodey looked at him and said, "Hey, brother, we can't to beat the system. We gotta get inside of it." And Killmonger dispatched of his ass very quickly and very aptly. But they just, and I'm like, I don't disagree necessarily with, but it's just the way it be looking. I be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I keep telling y'all we got to make people feel uncomfortable, so shit. Let's toast up Killmonger and shit. Even in the What If universe. Because he took that whole motherfucker over. I like it. I like it a lot. This is a conundrum between the Heru Set dual dynamic. There we go. All right, Kwame, I'm out. Family, it was a pleasure being here with you. And let's just go now. Ooh, man, where we at? There we go.
Mr. Diddy.